Hello everybody, this is Sonya. I'm in Australia and I wanted to do something to put on my next page in my little journal. I've only got a few to go. So what I want to do is I want to measure the page. The thing that I want to do, maybe I should put it on the back because I want to put it actually onto something else, then put it on, so that'll make it a lot thicker, won't it? Okay, so I've only got a few pages to go. So I need this to be the thing that I want to make something with some laced up things in it, so that wouldn't be any more than 3 inches wide and probably 5 inches long. Okay, so I'll put that back up there. I've cut one hole in this to see if it would work, because that's what I wanted. That's what I want to use. Well, I thought I did anyway. We'll see what happens. And I want to have a bit of lace going down it, which I've got some here tangled up a tiny bit. So I've got that piece. That should look nice. I'm just trying to see if I can do this and make it what I want it to be. So that hole might not be in the plan. We might start with a fresh lot and see what happens. Okay, so we don't want it any more than 5 inches long. So I might get it off the straight side. No, that's not the straight side. I don't have a straight side. 3 inches here. So we're going to have 3 by 5. Okay, so there's up to there and down to here and 3. I don't think my cutting thing will cut this. I hope it does. We'll see what happens. I have done it before, I know, but I don't remember if it cuts it or not. This is handmade paper, not made by me. Not patient enough for me for doing that sort of thing. That cuts it nicely, doesn't it? Might just go a tiny bit over. Why would I do that? If I said it's going to be 3 inches wide, that's all I can have, isn't it? I'll try a tiny bit more. Have a tiny little speck more. Okay. The back we got it from, a good idea. Never do that around here as a rule. Do I? Okay, so we want that piece there, and this cut down here like this. This is an embellishment, right? So it'll be something you can just make and then put in if you want to. Is that right? It is all straight and that, because of what it is, it's yeah, not bad. It's not bad. It's a tiny bit there. I'm not going to worry about that though, because if I keep going I won't have nothing left, and I want to do this. So I wanted to make something and lace it on there because I don't know, I just felt like that I wanted to do that. Alright, so I've got this piece of lace. It's got holes in it, but I want to make other holes as well with me, you know, and maybe then I can put a pocket or something on here. Maybe I can do that. Maybe I should do that first. Maybe I should do something like that first. A darker colour than that, Sonya. Well, we get a bit of, no, that's not quite right. Hubby got upset because the mailman drove over his pathway mud all muddy. Didn't even know it was raining anywhere around for it to be muddy. Although that'll look good. That's going to go there and that's going to go up there. Right. Okay, I like how that's going to work because it's already made for me, isn't it, that bit? This is inside though. No, I don't want it to go back that way. It don't matter if it's inside out. Don't you tell anybody. I won't tell anybody. We're all good. Okay? It doesn't matter if it's inside out. Don't take it up too high. I want to make a thing to put. Okay, let's get the scissors. I'm going to cut this bit off here. Okay. Now it's really, for some reason, I'm really cold and can't get warm. I don't know what that's about. I'm a bit better now, I feel a bit warmer now. I was freezing a minute ago. I was going to turn the heat back on, but I decided not to. When I say freezing, I feel cold because the temperature's dropped really down a fair bit, and we're sort of, yes, because Australia's a bit cold at the moment. Now, where that there part is, I can put something across that too, can't I? To cover that, and nobody's going to know if it's supposed to be inside out or not. I'm going to cut this bit up here so I know where I'm going to glue that. I want to put this bit up here. I don't know. I'm running out of crossing over room, aren't I? If I do that, how am I going to get that up through there? Hang on. You know how you decide you like a plan? I want a plan, you know. I suppose it won't matter if it comes through there, but I wanted that looked like it's laced for the holes. I want to see that. I want that effect on it for a reason. Okay. Maybe if we don't use the lace with the little holey things, maybe we could use a thinner piece of lace. How about that? How about we use a thinner piece of lace? That might work better. And then we can move this over a bit. Have to have that a bit over that way. Put it over underneath it. Let's go underneath that, I guess. But then there's only going to be that much lace. But that doesn't matter. That's enough, isn't it? Is it? Yeah, righto. Let's do this and let's get on with it and see what happens. We'll see what happens, okay? Now I just use this craft glue here, which is Crafter's Choice. It's in Spotlight in Australia. I don't know. Somebody asked me something about where I got something, and I didn't realise. Oh, Big W. A lady asked me where I bought, what sort of printer I used, because and that was Sheila, I think. And I said to her, I wrote back and told her, and then I realised she doesn't live in Australia, so they don't have Big W. But it's just, it's only a cheap one. It's not nothing flash. It doesn't, because I don't. I know I'm naughty, but I don't replace the inks because it costs too much money. I mean, I know it's not good. Me being, you know, like, but it just costs me too much money to replace inks, and I can't afford to. I wouldn't be able to print off anything if I had to keep going buying ink. So anyway, yeah, so it was a Canon. The printer that I got is Canon, and it's just a inkjet printer. As far as I know, that's what they call them, isn't it? I guess so. Okay, so now I have got a pocket. There, look at that. That's really clever. That was a very technical piece, that bit. Okay. I hope I don't muck this up because I did another thing this morning, and I'm going to show you I did that, but I made it see, so I've already done that. That's not going to work too wide. And I can show you how to make one of them after, but I want to show you how to make this version. I haven't actually tried this myself, so we'll just have to go with whatever we got, eh? Because I just need something different. You know how you need something different? Because I feel like I just need to. If I cut that off there now, now I'm going to have to go a bit longer because I bumped it, and that's all right. And I put this down here now. Am I doing it all right? Do you think it's going to work this way? If I do it this way, I can just have it all ready to line things up, can't I? Maybe. I don't think it matters. This has got a right or wrong, so I don't think this matters. This one. I think because that one's inside out anyway. The other side is a bit, isn't it? I hope this is going to look good. Should look good on my page. The glue all over those scissors, they need to be fixed really serious, don't they? Righto, I've got that. Now, I have this punch, and I don't know what size it is, but it's a good size. That's all I can tell you. It is a good size. I've got actually a piece of tape on this because this is the one I like the most to use. The other one's a bit bigger. Got a bit of coffee on it. I had a bit of an accident one day. Oh, well, I did it. Hubby accidentally tipped some coffee over and it went in the bag. It's okay. It's okay. It's all good. Coffee dyed a few things. Other things are too wet. Anyway, so I'm going to go along here. How about I divide it up first into sections or something? That might be a good idea. Get this little ruler here. You won't be able to see what I'm doing, will you? You see that? Yeah, righto. I'll just zoom you in a bit. No, that's wrong. How about that? There you go. You don't have to look at all the stuff on the table. Will I just lace it to here, or will I keep going? Well, I'm going to see if I can keep making holes right down there. I really will. I'll see if I can do that. So that's 16. No, it's not. And move it up, and now it's 12 and a half. So I'm going to have 6 and 2 or 3, 2.5 of those little things. Sorry about that. But if you make yours, you can make yours to the size and then just go half. And then you halve your half. No, that's 6, I'll go 3. 3 there. And then be one here, about halfway. And one here. So I've got about 1 centimetre apart, haven't I? Okay, yep, we've worked on about that. Centimetre apart, maybe it might be even half an inch, maybe. Yes, it's half an inch, a bit bigger than a centimetre. Sorry about that. And then there's one going to go in here, and one going to go in here. And I haven't turned that thing on yet again. Sorry about that, everyone. Right. Okay, so I can see what time it is. If it doesn't much do me any good though. Will I be able to just eyeball it to go across there? We'll see what happens. Make these first. See if you can do this first, Sonya. Or should we start up a bit higher? I don't know. 1. Okay, I don't want it to... The idea of using this paper was so it wouldn't split or something, you know, because I thought it wouldn't be... Are we looking? Yeah, good. Okay, so we're just doing little cutouts of little holes, making little holes. And while I'm doing that, I'm trying to think now, why didn't I get the thing I was going to lace through here? Don't ask me. I'm going to have a drink of water and stop all this clearing me throat. Oh, look at that, went through there real easy. Wow. Well, I'm impressed. Except how am I going to get the other side? I don't have one of them long arm things. Well, let's go up. Oh, it does. Look at that. Oh, thank you. So when you do yours, people, make sure you can reach the other side. So if I put that there and eyeball it as best I can. Come on, Sonya. Maybe I should put a little hole. Come on, because we don't want to muck it up, do we? We don't want to muck it up. There's a few that didn't come all the way out. So I might have to do it this way. We just go and put a dot here in line with that. Measure it halfway through your hole. Okay, so you get it pretty close. As good as you can. Okay, put down a dot, and you should take out the dot with the punch thingy. These punches cost me $2 something, I think they were. That's pretty good. Except if you go in different places to shop for them, you never know what you might pay. And I don't think the place where I got it from is there anymore. I got them anymore. He had all these good craft stuff, and now he doesn't get good craft stuff. He's just got bits now. There's not. I suppose they're all right, but I don't think they were as good as what he used to have. And people think change is better, but sometimes it's not for everybody. Okay, so that seems to be working all right. It goes through the lace too, really good. That's good. And you could do it with your crocodile. Mine's not here at the moment. Or that went over a bit further than I would have liked it, but that's okay. We won't worry about that today. Now, if only I could find them little scissors, I will put them in the tin, like somebody suggested. I'll put them in my tin when I find them. They're here somewhere on the table. But I haven't got time to go and do looking for that. I couldn't do that. Once I used to love sitting and going through my stuff, and now I just think, what can I be making something instead of doing this? Oh dear, what a silly... Sorry. Ah dear, now I sound silly. What am I going to put along there, people? Help me with that. Will we put some thin silk ribbon or something on there? That'd be nice, because it'd be something that been in that era. People would have to have lots of silk ribbon, and I don't know what I've got that's thin enough that will go in there and long enough. So that's nice. Oh dear, that's nice, isn't it? Do you think I've got enough? Hope so. It says 3 yards, but there might have been some come off that, I think. Suppose I could thread it through, and if it's not right, I can just have to undo it and get something else, I suppose. What's this one? This one here's probably a bit... Oh, no, it's the same width. Too light. I want to be able to see what I've done. I really do want to be able to see. I like the tool, I like that one too. I was wondering where this was. In my hand. Oh dear. Oh dear. I've been in here for a few hours. I woke up at 6 o'clock this morning, couldn't get back to sleep. I had to get up, but I didn't get up till nearly 7, so... Actually, no, I did. I got up, I went and got dressed, and I got back into bed. waited for Jerry to wake up, or, so I didn't want to... And feel like getting out of bed. Now, there goes the throat clearing thing again. Better have a mouthful of water. I need a needle, because that'll do it a lot quicker. And I want one that's not... Oh, here you go, look. There's a nice sharp one. Don't need to be sharp, just has a big hole in it so I can thread things. Now, I can't think where I'm going to start. At the top or at the bottom. Down here. Must be like something like doing up your laces on your shoes, is it? Right. And then I've got to come back down, don't I? I wonder how much I need. I can roll it back up, but I don't want, can't I? Save cutting it off and wrecking it. Now, if I wanted to have that across this way, so if I've got a needle, it's going to be a lot easier. You can sit there and push it through if you wanted to. It'll work. It doesn't matter if it's not... And then when I come back down, I don't know if this is going to be what I'm after. I want it to go like that, don't I? I don't know. Let's just see what happens, eh? You're going to have to come back down there, Sonya, and cross it back over. There you go. Do I miss one or something? I did there, didn't I? Oh, I don't know. Am I doing this right? I've got no idea. It's a long time since I laced a shoe. It really is. It's a long time. Probably would have been my own jogger. Because the kids... I don't think I'm doing this properly, am I? Because when I get up here... You know what I should have did? I should have started the other end. Let me see what happens when I come back down, if it looks all right. There's no rules on this thing. There's not a rules whatsoever. So wherever I lace it up, it's my own doing, isn't it? Well, see, that's got to go under there, so that comes down there. Is that right? Maybe. Maybe it is. Oh dear. Hooked up a bit. Thought I'd run out quick. Make sure you got it all with the backs on you. Well, not so bad. It's not too bad. I probably should have left a little bit on there or started at the top. What do you reckon? I should have started at the top and come down like that, and that way I could have had a bit... I could have had this left over, couldn't I? And have a something. It won't take long to take it undone, will it? If I start down here. Hope I can get it the right way again. So all I need is probably that much there. Okay, I'm just going to leave it on there. I'm not going to do that because I won't be happy if I wreck it. So we'll go in through this way. All right. Pull that through. Okay, and back up through here. Now I think I know what I'm doing. I hope so. Cross over there. Miss one. And cross over here. Is this right? You'll let me know. Put this up here. Cross over here. I'm glad I took it all the way down to the bottom. It looks really good in the lace, doesn't it? You know. And I've got a bit, I think I might have been a bit wide on that one, but I'm not going to worry too much about that. It'll be fine. It will look just nice. Okay. I haven't made a lot of stuff in my life. A lot of this. Had a lot of this sort of thing. Made a lot of things. But it's all been new and different, you know. Everything gets different, doesn't it? And changes and stuff like that. And it's all new and different. That's not right, is it? No, bring it back, Sonia. Oh, I went in the wrong hole. I'm supposed to be going in there. I'm supposed to be going in the one above it. Right, try this again. Okay, there. Now we're right. Does anybody see that I was doing that wrong? Did you? Somebody must have told me. So I've seen it. It was just, oh, that's not right, Sonia. Okay, so we're going through there. And we're going through there. Well, this could be, you could make this a tag. It could be a tuck spot. It could be anything you wanted it to be. It's just a way I thought I could do a bit of decorating. I wanted to do a bit of decorating on it. Make sure you don't go through your ribbon the second time, and I didn't need nowhere near that amount. So I've done it. Look, isn't that look cute? I do like that. I do like that. Okay. Oh, so I've got the, get the blunt scissors, that's the way. You know, I didn't use hardly any of that. I can't really tell you because I don't really want to pull it undone and try that again. Right, now what I'm going to do with it, I don't know. Put something pretty on. We better put the needle back and this. What do I do with the card? Here we go. I'm going to wrap this round here just for the sake that I will know what width it is, because, you know, we measuring it, do we? There we go. Now, I'll put a little something up the top there, maybe, with that sitting on there. Give me a pair of scissors, it'll cut this. Sorry. Cut this straight. Well, that didn't really, but anyhow. Maybe I could use a button or something around about somewhere. Maybe a button could go up there. I had a little tray with them, and I was looking at them earlier, and I moved them away. And where did I move them to? I thought, I'll put them there, I hope they don't fall. I remember that. I didn't think, oh dear, I'll just put these over here so I can't find them. I'll put them there so I won't fall. What do I do with it? Oh, Sonia, you're incredible. Little buttons on a little tiny bit of, right. So, well, there you go, eh? I must have put them so I can't find them either. Went too far, didn't I? Never mind. We'll find something to put on there. Nobody panic. I'll do something nice. I need it to go in my book. I'm going to get my book Here they are. Look, found the buttons, sitting in the laces. Got some buttons. Okay. So I'm going to put this on the back page. I am. And I'm going to, maybe I should do the corners. No. I might just very carefully try and make a little round. I imagine that thing will cut through, but see, this has got lace on each corner of these things. Might not go through the thing properly. And get it stuck, and then I'll be flapping around with it a bit. Okay, and this one here. Should probably suck that down a bit better. Righto. See, I thought I'd put this on here. This will give it a bit make it a bit more secure, this piece. Put a little bit of lace behind there, maybe. Give it some sort of sturdiness, a bit more sturdiness. Okay. This one's a bit heavy. That's not too bad though. If I put that there, sit this here. Yes, that looks nice, doesn't it? I do like that. I'll have that, thanks. We'll have that one. And find yourself a nice picture, put on here too. And some flowers or something. Should be able to do that, eh? Got enough pictures. I have got a lot of pictures. Okay. Don't want it to go too far back in here because it'll stop the pages from turning over. Better go back out a bit, hey, so you can see what I'm doing. So it'll, because some of them I found are pushed in, well, a bit heavy there in the corner, the amount of stuff, and I had to move them over because the way the book opens, I didn't realise how big this was going to be. I don't think I've put that much stuff in it. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. I don't know. But anyway, we're going to do this anyhow. So I'm going to put that onto there. And I want to put something up here. A little picture of some sort. It might stay there. I don't know. Where's the box? In the box. Here. I've got these in two places now because I've got all these ones here, these cut out ones, and then all these ones that I've got to cut out, they're in the tin. Some of these aren't cut either. I do really like that there. I do really like that. Oh, and those two, and these two, yes. I do like that. There's a sticker there. That's not supposed to be. Well, and I found a whole heap this morning. I found a whole heap of these little people. Look at these little people here. Found all these little people. I've got about 20 of them. I was looking in this dish and I found all them little people. I can't find my words, but I found some people. Still can't find them. So maybe I could put one of them, but I don't think I feel like that on here today. This is not what I'm looking for today. So I did actually get some butterflies too today that I ordered, but there we go. Here's my butterflies. Where are you? I've actually got 3 packets of what these butterflies. A fair while ago, and they come today. And I'm not sure that this is I wanted the pinks and blues because I love them, because other ones I've got are really dark and I don't really like colours, as you know. But I don't know if I can get a pink one. I want to cut a flower out. I'll show you them. See, look, they're really cool. I think they cost about 80 cents a packet, so I got 3. That's total 120 butterflies. I'm sure I'm not going to be able to use all them soon, am I? I'm going to have more water. I have to have more water. Sorry about this. Anyway, I hope all people are having a good day. Can't think of anything exciting to tell you today. I was thinking, there's lots of stories in my life, like we all have. But we don't think about it, mostly. We don't come to mind unless you're talking about something or, and then things come to mind. Now, I wanted a button, didn't I? I got sidetracked on the button story too, didn't I? Let me see. A button. Yeah, so you think about different things, and if you're talking about something, then your mind goes to what happened back then in the old days and things like that, you know, once you start talking about things. I like that. I don't know if I'm too keen on the colour. I know I've only picked these colours out, haven't I? I don't know, this is what I was using, I think, in the other one. The other journal, I'm still not done yet, but I'm nearly there. We can't push me. I've got to have a bit of time to think things through and keep going, finish things for some reason. I have a thing about finishing things. Once they're done, they're finished. Not finished, and I just don't feel. And I'm weird, and I can't help it. So I got one button. What do you reckon? Do I need to put... No, I don't need to put a row of buttons at all. I don't. Let's put the flower on. I'm thinking I'm going to put the flower on. And I want to get this one here off here. Look, isn't that awesome? Do you like that? I'll just cut this one out. Shouldn't take me too long if I don't get in my own road. I'll go around here first. See how I go. Now this is a picture of one of those little one of them pieces, because here is got where it goes across there, look. So this must be a picture of one of them, which I got out of the you understand what I'm saying? Probably not. You know how the other pieces are cut out and they've got a piece of little bits of paper going between them so they can join it all together? Yeah, well, this has got the little bits of paper going through there. Look, it's fair there. Can you see that? I'm showing you, look, see? And so this must have been a photo of that. There's so many, beautiful things out there, isn't there, to find? I don't think I'm going to get the bottom bit. I just want this. Look, I do. I might not even, because it's a fawny colour, the beige. People would say it's beige. I might be able to leave a bit of the outside bit on it. It might not look too bad. What have I got now? Yeah, we're not going to have this bit up here either, because this bit's not in the plan. We're going to take that out as well. That's better. Make that a dip-de-doo-dah bit there. This bit here, a bit dip-de-doo-dah bit. You've got to leave a bit of green on, okay? You have to leave a bit of green. Now that looks good. It looks really good. Love it. I'm going to have to do something about the bottom bit though. No sudden, or no long wavy bits. You want something that looks a bit natural sort of thing. I don't know. I'm confused today. What time am I up to? Oh, that's alright, I haven't been up here that long, hey. That's good. Come out wherever you are. There we go. Okay. I don't think I've got time to do the other one as well. The other bit I did this morning, I'll show it to you in a minute. Here's me looking out the window at the cars going past. That was a bit silly. Wasn't supposed to be putting glue on here. Like I care who's going past there. Oh dear. Very busy this street. It was always, because when I first moved here 30 years ago, the monastery was across. Hang on. The nuns used to live across the road many years ago. Okay, the Catholic nuns, and they had been there for years, and they had a big fence around, and it had all these really beautiful conifers. I don't know what other people think about them, but I just love them. All trees I do, and anything to do with nature. And anyway, they moved out, the nuns did, and they went to live down in a different part of the town. And the building was very old, and then the priests moved in over there, and they used to help people who needed, that was a men's shelter sort of thing it was, for a fair while, and after we came here, and then they decided they'd have to pull it down because they wanted to sell the property, I suppose, and the doorways were only tiny and the rooms were only tiny and they weren't up to standards. Anyway, when they were pulling it down, one of the young blokes that were working there, the wall fell on him and killed him, so that wasn't good. They pulled it down and they took the fence down and had the trees there for a fair while, and then they started taking them down, and I didn't want that to happen. I just didn't want that to happen, but the trees went. All the trees went. There's one tree over there, actually, at the end there, where it was only a tiny baby one and they missed it, and then it just grew up there by itself. But it's still over there, because now there's houses. Now there's streets and houses over there. And it's called Christina Close. I suppose they did that because of because of the monastery, and that was all over there. But like I said, when we first come here, the cars used to go up and down all the time because the church was up the end, one of the little churches that they used to have the services in. And people going up and down there, well, first thing of the morning and then later of an afternoon, and then at all different times, I think, because it was a thing where it was church all the time, I guess. But anyway, so, and we sort of we were on the outside of town a bit, and now we've got houses all back up behind us and all around in front of us, and they're everywhere. But anyway, it's progress, they say. But anyway, so it's still pretty busy, even though it's not. Used to go down a bit further, and the blokes used to get in their cars and see how fast they could go up the street. That was very dangerous, I don't know why, and they still do it sometimes. The little rotters they are. It'd be nice if they run over somebody, a kid or something, but mostly kids are inside round here these days anyway, so it's best to keep them there. What did I do with that button I was going to use? You got any idea what I did with it? Is this it here? No, that's not. That's too pink. That's too new, that one, isn't it? But anyway, so yeah, so that was what it was like across the road when I came here 30 years ago, and I'm not moving out. I don't want to move out. I do not want to talk about going to the home again. Look on the home. Look on home. It doesn't sound like a good plan, does it? Do I want something there? Do you think? Well, I wonder what I did with that button. I just can't. Oh, I can't remember for the life of me what it was like anyway. To be honest, it's not under there. Is it one that I've already looked at and decided against, or what? Oh dear. Let go of me. I was going to put some of these people in it, but there's not the thing that I'm like. That's not the what's the name I'm looking for today. Okay. I don't know what I'm looking for, do I? See, I've just made mistakes. I cut that out. I'm pretty happy with how that looks, because I think it's really nice, and I think it just needs a booklet or something, or a thing down there, and a button, and I'll find the button, but I'm going to stick this down. I'll go around the side, around the top of this here like so. It won't come out, I hope, unless somebody pulls it and cuts it out, I guess. It shouldn't come out. And put lots of glue on. You don't have to worry about spreading it out too good. Oh, well, you do, but you know what I mean. Because it's not, the paper's bumpy anyway, so it's going to be. I'll put this here, like this. Nice. Yes, that's nice. I like that. And now I need I like them buttons. I've got one of those on another page in here with a flower. I have. Is that what I still need though? I still need a button, or have I changed my mind? I don't know how I get so much stuff on here, fair dinkum. It's incredible. I'm going to hold this down a minute so it doesn't go anywhere on me. It's not got a purpose. It's not got a purpose at all yet. It's going to be a tuck. I suppose I could tie that, but I don't want to. I want to put it across there and stick a button on that. That's what I want to do. Look. See? I've got hold of it. Now. I said right earlier that I put a piece of cotton through. I don't suppose I can find that. I was going to use it on what I was doing, but I changed my mind. Okay. Sonia, honestly, you're a bit of a fiddler. I'll hold that on there with that. Okay. Now, I can get a piece of something. You sit back there. What do I want to put on it? That's too thick. I tipped all these in here the other day when I was sorting them out. And then my cat got in them. It screwed them all over the floor. Lady up at the thing gave me that the other day, up at the Ken Assist thing. She said I could have that. That was nice of her. That doesn't look too bad. I don't know if it looks a bit like the colour. I don't think this is where the nice buttons are. I suppose they're all nice, aren't they? I had them in various jars and things, and I thought, well, I don't want to do this anymore. And you're going to scratch through the whole lot at once instead of doing a bit of scratching one at a time. Couldn't cope with that. It's taken me too long to find something. I only like 2 holes in the button too. I don't like 4. Now I'm getting fussy, aren't I? Ridiculous. Oh dear, I say some silly things sometimes, and I know sometimes we all do, because your brain's not clicking into your mouth. It's not good. I used to always stop and think before I spoke. Now it's just I don't know what's going to come out of your mouth. Try to control yourself. I was at my daughter's in Bathurst when she was still speaking to me, and oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? And I'm going to pick one of those things that I've got there anyway. I'm not going to pick this up. And there was cockatoos and galahs out in the wind, in the do you want a flower? Oh no, maybe not. Out in the trees out the back. And instead of saying there was galahs and cockatoos out the back, I said there's cockalahs. That's a new word. Just come out and, So that wasn't, I suppose nobody, they just laughed, I suppose, now. I just made a new word. That's what come out, Because sometimes you just say them things. I say things, you try to say something and it just, I guess it's something to do with being a little bit old, I guess. I don't know. I don't think I'm old, though. I don't feel like it. My body does, but my mind's not old, that's for sure. If I could just... my body would keep up with what I want to do, I'd be laughing. There we go. Look at that. I do like that page. I do love that page. Now, let me see. I've got 2 minutes to show you. A few minutes. A couple of minutes to show you what I've done. Oh, well, I could come back anyway and show you what I'm going to do. How about that? On the next video. I'll come back and I'll show you what I want to do next. Okay? So thank you, everybody, for watching. And I hope you enjoyed watching me make that. I don't know what that exactly is, but, I want to find something here to put in it. Sonia, that's what you're looking for, something to put in it. Okay, move that there. Something to put in there. I made these little, more of these little booklety things. That won't fit in. Okie dokie. Right. I don't suppose I could use some of them thinner ones. I didn't really like these because I didn't think they were interesting enough. Go down in there. And then you can't see that. Well, that'll have to be different. We'll have to change that idea, won't we? How about I just put that in there for a minute? Might turn that into a little booklet or something, eh? So that's that one. And that's... I think I like that page. I think it's... it's really crooked, isn't it? Look at that. Sonya. Oh, never mind. It's okay. I like it. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.